What's up, guys? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel where I do music reviews on albums and EPs and singles, mostly centered in the metal genre and subgenres. My name is Aaron, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new single, Termination, by the band The Devil Wears Prada. The Ohioan, is that what you would call somebody from Ohio? Is it Ohioan? Ohio-y? Ohioer? I'm not really sure. Metalcore band The Devil Wears Prada is back with the new single, coming off of their upcoming EP called Z2, which is kind of like a follow-up album or like a part 2 of their 2010 release of Zombie. And The Devil Wears Prada's last album that came out, The Act, was actually my very first review. I just started diving into music and I was like, you know what, I want to start doing a music review. I had no idea what to do it on. And there was a lot of people talking about The Act, a lot of mixed reviews. So I was like, you know what, it's been a long time since I listened to this band. And so I'll give it a try, and I ended up not liking it very much. I think I gave it like a 2.8 or something like that out of 10. And then I kind of re-reviewed it a little bit out of, I think it was like albums that I changed my mind on, I made a video about. And I actually gave it closer to like a 4 because it had grown on me over time. The production was good, the clean vocals were good. It was just the distorted vocals in that album and some of the heavier tracks were just, they just didn't really sit right with me. So I got a lot of hate on my very first review. I got a taste of the toxic metal community that just doesn't really accept anything other than absolute love for an album. So I was kind of hesitant to really review this song, but I decided to continue to give this band a chance. Termination is about a zombie outbreak, and it is pretty relatable to the year-long pandemic that we've been in so far. And it really touches on the selfishness that takes over people when they're faced with fear and panic and different situations where survival is like their ultimate thing. And they're only like thinking about themselves and their family and how they're going to survive. And it's kind of a good thing. It's very natural to want to look out for yourselves, especially in times of like a zombie outbreak or a pandemic. And it even touches on the idea that people who have more information, like the higher ups that really do know what's going on, aren't being 100% truthful with us. It even talks about what we would have to do to survive, like the rationalization or even just like coming to terms with being able to kill a zombie who used to be a person that we might know, we might love. And even if we like call out to them and try and reason with them, they're just gone. They're dead now. They're not who they used to be. And the song really captures that pretty well. It captures the whole panic situation and trying to look out for yourself. And then it also captures the whole like, shoot, like, am I really going to be able to do this? Musically, Termination starts out with a pretty strong drum pattern and a guitar riff that's a little bit all over the place. And as it transitions into the verse, it's mostly just all drums and like this swirling phaser effect with distorted vocals, which I still struggle with them and they just don't sit right with me. It sounds like the vocalist is singing in like the back of his throat and his mouth is open really wide. So there's just a lot of highs just coming out instead of singing with his chest and his diaphragm. It just doesn't have that power and that push. And it just sounds kind of shrill. And I understand it's just the way how he sounds, but it's a struggle for me, and I do cringe at times when I hear it. And then there's a super smooth transition from the post-chorus going into the chorus, which features both distorted vocals and clean vocals. And the clean vocals are phenomenal. They basically make up for what I don't really like about the distorted vocals, mainly in just how they sound together even. I mean, they complement each other so well in this little duet that's going on in the chorus. And sonically, the chorus reminds me a lot of X-Files. There's just this X-File-y kind of theme. It's very haunting sounding. It's pretty dark, but it still sounds so good. The breakdown is pretty unique. It stands out quite a bit, and it makes for a pretty decent outro. My only problem with this song is that there's nothing really big in it. There's nothing extravagant. There's nothing that really hooks you all that much. And I don't even mean like just a chorus that stays in your head. I mean like if you listen to the original Zombie EP, literally every single song has like a cool guitar riff, or it has like this really cool breakdown, or has like a interesting solo, and the vocals are just so intense and they just demand your attention, and you just can't take your focus away from any song whatsoever off the original Zombie EP. I feel like this song kind of lacks that a little bit. For me, it doesn't really do a good job at hyping up this new EP like I feel like it should. And even though it doesn't have any particular thing that really stands out, I will say that the song as a whole does sound really good. I mean, it's got, like I said, that cool like little swirling phaser effect thing in the verse. The chorus is dark and kind of chilling and X-File-y in a way. If X-File-y, I guess that's an adjective now. And it just sounds good as a whole. Even the distorted vocals, which I said are kind of cringy a little bit to me, they weren't that bad. I would say this song is miles ahead of literally every single song that's in the act. Every time I go back to that album and I'm going to give it another chance and I think I'm going to like it, I make it like 4 or 5 songs in and I cannot do it. But I feel like if Termination was on the original Zombie EP, it would be one of the weaker songs on that album. So with all that said, I gotta give Termination by the Devil Wears Prada a 3.2 out of 5. Even though I said that it doesn't really build up a lot of hype for me for Z2, I'm still looking forward to it quite a bit, especially since I feel like Termination is moving in the right direction for the Devil Wears Prada, at least sonically. I feel like this is going to be a good sound for them. If they could keep this sound throughout the entire album or EP, I feel like it'll do well and it'll be received fairly well, especially for more diehard fans that are looking forward to a Zombie Part 2. But I want to know what you guys think. Go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of Termination. If you haven't listened to it yet, I'm going to leave a link for it down in the description. Go ahead and give it a listen and let me know what you would rate it. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a like. And if you have anything you want me to review, go ahead and leave a comment below letting me know what it is, and it'll be featured on Request Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the little bell icon, that way you get notified. That way you also don't miss out on any of my reviews, especially if you leave a request. It does a lot to help out me and my channel and my self-esteem. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll be talking to you guys next time.
I was